Rebecca Romney quickly became one of the most memorable experts on Pawn Stars. She walked in with no TV experience, exposed rare book fakes, saved valuable deals, and even earned Rick Harrison's respect. Then, after only about 19 appearances, she suddenly vanished from the show. Fans immediately started asking the same question: what happened to Rebecca? Rumors spread about drama, secret conflicts, and even claims that Rick Harrison fired her. But here's the strange part. Years later, Rick Harrison actually flew across the country just to see her again. If things ended badly, why would he do that? So what really happened behind the scenes of Pawn Stars, and why did Rebecca Romney disappear so suddenly? Rebecca Romney's rise on Pawn Stars. Rebecca Romney was born in 1985 and grew up in Las Vegas, surrounded by a family that loved science, research, and reading. Books were always part of her world, and over time they became more than just a hobby. They became her life's work. Interestingly, Romney has often pointed out that there isn't really a traditional degree for what she does. In interviews, she explained that the rare book trade is something you learn through hands-on experience rather than textbooks. Book collecting is about handling books as historical artifacts, she once said. It's all senses-based and experience-based. The only real way to learn it is by doing. Her professional journey into the rare book world began in 2007, when the prestigious company Bauman Rare Books opened a new gallery in Las Vegas. Romney joined the business at the entry level, but her dedication and deep curiosity about literary history quickly set her apart. Within just a few years, she had climbed the ranks, becoming manager of the Las Vegas Gallery by 2010. By that time, Romney had developed an impressive range of expertise. She specialized in rare and collectible works from the 15th through the 20th centuries, and her skills went far beyond simply identifying valuable titles. She could detect forgeries, analyze the condition of delicate antique books, and explain the historical significance behind important editions. For collectors, those insights could mean the difference between an ordinary book and a priceless literary artifact. Her entry into Pawn Stars happened in 2011 during Season 4, and it came about thanks to Rick Harrison himself. Harrison had been looking for someone with genuine expertise in rare books and personally contacted Bauman Rare Books, urging them to send a specialist to the show. That request ultimately led to Romney stepping in front of the cameras for the first time. From the moment she appeared on screen, she stood out. In a show known for tough negotiations and strong personalities, Romney brought something different: calm intelligence, deep knowledge, and a clear passion for literary history. Her explanations about rare manuscripts and first editions quickly fascinated viewers. Romney also made history on the show. She became the only regular female expert on Pawn Stars at the time and went on to appear in around 30 episodes, making her one of the program's longest-running and most recognizable specialists. For many fans, her appearances were some of the most interesting moments in the entire series. The real reason: Rebecca left Las Vegas. Unlike some other departures from Pawn Stars, Rebecca Romney's reduced appearances had nothing to do with controversy, conflict, or being fired. Over the years, several people connected to the show have left under far more dramatic circumstances. For example, Olivia Black, a staff member at the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop, was suddenly removed from the series in 2012 after photos from her past resurfaced online. That situation sparked headlines and rumors, creating the impression that anyone who disappeared from the show must have been involved in some kind of scandal. Rebecca Romney's story, however, was very different. In 2016, her career in the rare book world took a major step forward when Bauman Rare Books offered her an important promotion. The company relocated her from Las Vegas to Philadelphia, where she would oversee central operations for the entire firm. In this new role, Romney was responsible for supervising library acquisitions, catalog production, and other major aspects of the company's rare book business. It was a significant professional advancement, one that placed her at the center of one of the most respected rare book dealers in the world. But that promotion came with a practical problem. Pawn Stars is filmed entirely in Las Vegas, inside the gold and silver pawn shop and surrounding locations. Once Romney moved across the country to Philadelphia, regularly appearing on the show became much more difficult. Traveling back and forth for brief expert segments simply wasn't realistic, given her new responsibilities. As a result, her appearances gradually became less frequent. For viewers who had grown used to seeing her evaluate rare books and manuscripts on the show, the sudden absence naturally raised questions. Online speculation quickly filled the gap, with some fans wondering whether there had been disagreements with Rick Harrison or problems behind the scenes. In reality, none of those rumors were true. Rebecca Romney didn't leave because of a scandal, legal trouble, or a dispute with the show's producers. Her story was far simpler and far more positive. She stepped away from regular appearances because her career had grown beyond the role she once played on television. Career evolution and new ventures. Rebecca Romney's career continued to evolve in exciting and impressive ways, building on the strong foundation she had already established in the rare book world. After her time with Bauman Rare Books, she moved on to Honey and Wax Rare Booksellers in Brooklyn, New York, from 2016 to 2019. This opportunity allowed her to expand her expertise and deepen her connections in the rare book trade, particularly in areas of collectible, vintage, and deluxe editions, specializing in works that many traditional rare book dealers often overlooked. During this period, she continued refining her skills and further cementing her status in the industry. Then, in 2019, Romney made the bold leap into entrepreneurship. She co-founded Type Punch Matrix with her business partner, Brian Cassidy. The company's headquarters is located in Washington, D.C., a choice driven by personal reasons rather than professional ones. Romney has family in the area, which made the city a natural fit for her new venture. Type Punch Matrix focuses on rare, collectible, and vintage editions of books, particularly in genres that have often been overlooked by more traditional dealers, such as science fiction, fantasy, and romance. These genres, which hold a significant place in pop culture, are often neglected by dealers who focus on classic literature. Romney's unique interest in these genres reflects her personal passion and knowledge of genre fiction, setting her apart from others in the rare book field. She wasn't content with merely following traditional paths. Instead, she carved out a niche that allowed her to provide attention to a growing area of literary interest. Her ability to spot potential and recognize the value of works outside the mainstream has been a hallmark of her success. While Pawn Stars certainly brought Romney fame, it was her dedication to the rare book world that truly drove her career forward. As Type Punch Matrix continues to grow, Romney's expertise and business acumen are reshaping the way rare books are valued, ensuring that lesser-known genres find the appreciation they deserve. Interestingly, the world of rare books and the behind-the-scenes dynamics at Pawn Stars are not entirely separate. Just as Romney's career continues to thrive in the world of rare books, the show's success has generated wealth and tension within the Harrison family. Rebecca still appears on Pawn Stars. Here's something many Pawn Stars fans don't realize. Rebecca Romney was never actually fired from the show. Despite years of rumors online suggesting drama or conflict behind the scenes, the truth is much simpler. According to information on her official website, Romney still maintains a connection with the show and occasionally films segments whenever she happens to be in Las Vegas. In fact, this arrangement makes her one of the longest-running specialists in Pawn Stars history. Unlike the main cast members who appear in nearly every episode, the show's experts work on a different schedule. Specialists are typically called in only when a specific type of item appears in the pawn shop, whether it's antique firearms, vintage guitars, historical documents, or, in Romney's case, rare and valuable books. Because Romney now lives on the East Coast, appearing in every season simply isn't practical. But the production team still keeps a strong relationship with her. The Pawn Stars producers maintain a nationwide network of experts, and when a unique item arrives that requires specialized knowledge, they reach out to the appropriate specialist and bring them in whenever possible. This system allows experts like Romney to maintain successful careers outside the show while still returning when the opportunity arises. In other words, her absence from certain seasons doesn't mean she left. It simply reflects the reality that she is busy running her own rare book business and traveling across the country. Her ongoing relationship with the show became especially clear during the spin-off series Pawn Stars Do America. When Rick Harrison and his son Corey traveled to Washington, D.C., they decided to visit Romney at her rare bookshop, Type Punch Matrix. Instead of appearing in the pawn shop this time, the scene took place on her home turf. Romney later shared her excitement about the visit with fans on Instagram, writing, "The guys came to D.C. recently, and we all hung out. This time, they were on my turf. Personal life and marriage speculation." Over the years, Pawn Stars fans have also shown curiosity about Rebecca Romney's personal life, particularly her marriage to J.P. Romney. The couple married in 2016, and their shared last name has occasionally sparked an interesting bit of trivia. Through marriage, Rebecca is distantly related to former U.S. presidential candidate Mitt Romney. Despite the connection, she has clarified in interviews that she has never actually met him. Because Rebecca keeps much of her private life out of the spotlight, speculation sometimes circulates online. Some viewers have noticed that she rarely posts about her husband or personal relationships on social media. This has occasionally led to unfounded rumors about a possible divorce, especially among fans trying to piece together details from her limited public posts. However, there has never been any confirmed information suggesting problems in her marriage. In fact, the lack of public details appears to be intentional. Unlike many public figures who regularly share their personal lives online, Rebecca has chosen to maintain a clear boundary between her professional presence and her private life. For someone who became widely recognized through television, this approach is understandable. While fans know her for her expertise in rare books and her appearances on Pawn Stars, she has consistently kept the focus on her work, scholarship, and business ventures rather than her personal relationships. Romney's current projects. Today, Rebecca Romney remains deeply involved in the rare book world, but her influence now extends far beyond traditional bookshops. She maintains an active presence across social media platforms like TikTok and YouTube, where she shares her expertise with a growing online audience. Through short educational videos, she explains how rare books are valued, answers followers' questions about collecting, and offers fascinating insights into the often mysterious world of antiquarian books. Her TikTok content, in particular, has introduced a new generation to rare book collecting. Many younger viewers who had never considered rare books as collectibles are discovering the field through her videos, where she combines historical knowledge with an approachable and engaging style. In this way, Romney has helped modernize an industry that was once considered quiet, academic, and largely inaccessible to newcomers. Beyond social media, Romney also plays an important role in promoting diversity within the rare book community. She serves as a judge for the Honey and Wax Book Collecting Prize, an annual award that recognizes outstanding personal book collections built by women aged 30 or younger in the United States. The prize encourages young collectors to pursue their passion for books while helping amplify voices that have historically been underrepresented in the antiquarian book trade, a field traditionally dominated by men. Her expertise has also been recognized within the broader literary world. Romney appeared in the documentary The Booksellers, which explores the fascinating and sometimes eccentric community of rare book dealers in New York City. The film premiered at Lincoln Center, and critics quickly noticed her enthusiasm and deep knowledge. In its review, Variety memorably described Romney as a cockeyed optimist of bibliophilia. highlighting her genuine belief that books still have the power to shape ideas, inspire people, and preserve history. Rebecca Romney's story also offers an important lesson for fans of reality television. When viewers notice someone disappearing from a show like Pawn Stars, it's easy to assume something dramatic must have happened. But Romney's experience proves that the truth can be far simpler. Her reduced appearances were not the result of conflict, scandal, or dismissal. Instead, they reflected professional growth and new opportunities. Rather than remaining tied solely to television, Romney used the exposure she gained from Pawn Stars to build something much bigger. Her own rare book business, a published book, and a strong digital presence that reaches thousands of people worldwide. Many reality TV personalities struggle to translate brief fame into long-term success. Rebecca Romney did the opposite. She turned her time on television into the foundation for a lasting career, one built on scholarship, entrepreneurship, and a lifelong love of books.